Hey, what's up? Hello, Kalibito Lesedi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new, join the crew, and if you're a returning subscriber, you know I appreciate you. Last week, I asked my Instagram followers to tell me all their scam stories, to tell me to give me accounts that they know are scammers and all of that stuff, because I wanted to do a video that is based on scams, how to avoid being scammed, different types of scams, and just creating an awareness of how real scams are. So first and foremost, I think I should just start off the video by showing you guys the different accounts that my followers told me are scammers. Also, I'm just saying, I've never been scammed before, so I don't know if this is true or not, but this is what the people that follow me have told me, and I'm going to share with you guys the different accounts that are allegedly scammers. These are the alleged scam accounts, or accounts that have scammed people in the past. I'm going to put a link in the description box of scam stories that people have told on Instagram. So how do we avoid scams? I feel like it's very difficult because literally the devil works hard, man. Mara scammers work even harder than that. So it is quite difficult to avoid them, but it's not impossible, right? The first thing I think we should do is that we need to do intensive research. If you're looking to buy from a boutique or an Instagram store or anything like that, please make sure you do your research. If you just Google that name, if you're looking to buy at an Instagram boutique that's called Lesedi's Clothing Boutique, literally put that on Google, Lesedi's Clothing Boutique, and most likely you're going to find reviews or something that will give you enough information to help you decide whether buying from this boutique is a good idea or not. Normally people do post their reviews and stuff like that if they've been scammed and whatever, but at least do the research so that you know, hooray, what are you getting yourself into? What reputation does this boutique have? So please do your research, figure it out somehow. Another thing that you could do is you could go on a website, it's on CIPC. I think it's CIPC. I hope I'm saying it right. But yeah, there's a website called CIPC. And what this website is, it has a list of all registered companies, right? All South African registered companies. Actually, when you want to register a business, you go on CIPC, right? So therefore, CIPC has all of the businesses that are registered in South Africa. You go on CIPC, you just search the name of that boutique. If a business is legit, they will most likely register their company. Obviously, for legal and other reasons, it just makes sense for a business to be registered. If a business is not registered, that's a bit suspicious. I know that not everybody registers their businesses. However, it just makes sense if they do. So go on CIPC and check if the company is registered on CIPC and if it's a registered company in South Africa. Another thing that I want to add is that you cannot fully rely on word of mouth, and I want to explain to you why. The thing about scammers is the way that they make sure that they are successful is that they don't scam everyone. So basically, what I think scammers do is work on a system like a knit one, slip one system, right? Meaning for every person that they deliver, they will scam the next person, and then the next person deliver, next person scam, and so on and so forth. So essentially they have a 50-50 rate of scam to success stories, right? So obviously if someone was lucky enough to have a success story, they are obviously going to be hey, now I bought this from here, whatever. And that doesn't mean that you're also going to get your products, right? Because they work on a knit one, slip one. So also, if you look at the word of mouth conversation, right? Everybody that has a success story is most likely going to tell their story. However, people that get scammed don't always tell their story because it's either embarrassing, they're very ashamed of it, and all of that stuff. So you will most likely hear more success stories than scam stories because of that thing of people that are scammed don't always talk about their story. So trusting word of mouth is not good enough. You need to do your research. You need to figure it out, because the person that is telling you, hey, I got that product, might have been a lucky person, and you might not be that lucky person, and it's not worth it. It's not worth you in putting your money into, like, giving your money to someone, and then none of your products ever arrive. Another thing I just want to add, I think this will be the final point under this chat, is that also you need to check if the photos are all cohesive, right? If you check shops such as Superbalist, right? Superbalist photos look like they were all taken at the exact same place. They look like they were all taken either in a studio or something, but they were all taken in the same place, you know. That means that it's all cohesive, and with that you can have that assurance of, okay, these products actually, Superbalist actually have these products and it's actually there, and all of that stuff. These Instagram boutiques that have photos that are all over the place, and then sometimes they even use like celebrity photos and say, hey, we're selling this outfit, but the person that's in the photo is Rihanna. That's a bit suspicious, you know. That means that they probably don't even have the physical product with them, because if they had the physical product with them, they would make means to like do their own photo shoot. They don't have to get photos from Let's discuss the different types of scams there are on the internet. So I'm just going to discuss the ones that I could think about, but I'm pretty sure there's even more. But anyways, the first type of scam are your giveaway scams. Basically, this is like an account pretending to have a giveaway, and then once they do the giveaway, all that stuff, they choose a winner. Then they DM their winner, or they DM actually multiple winners, and then they say, hey, you've won this product, but in order for us to deliver this product to you, you have to pay 100 Rand delivery fee. That is a red flag. That is a red flag, because if a company is real and a company is doing an actual giveaway, they already have that expense of the delivery sorted out. They're not going to ask you to pay for the delivery, because that's what a giveaway is. A giveaway means you get something for free of charge. You don't need to pay for anything to get it, right? So if they're doing a giveaway, especially if they're doing like a social media or an online giveaway, they are definitely going to pay for the expense of like the delivery fees and all of that stuff. So don't fall into that. Do not fall into paying delivery fees and then, trust me, your product is not going to come to you. Whatever you want is never going to come to you. Second type of scam. This one I think is the most popular one on social media, at least according to what I've read and all of that stuff. It's very, very popular. This is your sneakers accounts that say, hey, we're selling these sneakers for this much, and then you don't end up getting your sneakers, right? So with this one, you have to think of it very logically, right? Let's be a bit logical, right? If Nike is selling a pair of Air Forces for 1.8, right? And so is Total Sports, so is Sports Scene, so is Archive, so are all of these shops that sell sneakers, like the physical stores that sell sneakers. They're all selling these sneakers at 1.8. What makes you think an Instagram boutique is gonna sell that shoe for 1.5 or 1.2 and that it's real? Like, what makes you think that it's real? Because at what point do you think that Nike is gonna give just any random Instagram account like shoes at a factory price? And let's say they do give them at the factory price. Everybody has to make a profit. So if they're selling those shoes at 1.2, but every other store is selling it for 1.8, where's the profit that they're supposedly supposed to make? So obviously, if you think about it, it doesn't make sense. One of two things is going to happen. Either you're definitely not going to get your shoe, or the shoe that you get is not a real shoe. It's a fake somehow, some way, whatever. So with the sneakers, guys, you know, the issue I have with the sneakers one name is that it's actually so much money. It's not just like 100 Rand or 300 Rand. It's thousands. It's like 1,000 Rand plus that you're putting or that you're giving to someone, hoping that your shoe comes in and never does. There are actual registered actual companies that are like resellers of shoes and stuff like that for a reason. Total Sports is there for a reason. Sports Scene is there for a reason. There are Nike shops all over the country. There's a Nike store online. There's an Adidas store online. There are so many options that you can buy these shoes that you do not have to go to an Instagram boutique. You don't have to do it. And if you are going because it's cheaper, you're fooling yourself, because you're going to find yourself either having a fake shoe or not having a shoe at all. let's just be smarter. I know that it does happen. Like I know it does happen to like the best of us, where you do believe that you believe these accounts. It does look real though. I understand that most of these accounts look so real, like they look legit and all of that stuff. And obviously nobody spends their money with the intention of getting scammed, right? So it is understandable that you were found in a moment of weakness if you do get scammed. However, let's do better. Let's buy from things that we know. Let's save up money to buy at a full price rather than to want to go the cheaper route. The third type of scam that there is on the internet are like your forex trading and investment scams, right? So now the thing is then, the forex trading is a real thing. Like forex trading is a real concept. People make real money from it. It's a real thing, like 100%, right? The issue is that there are fake people that are creating accounts and saying, hey, we are forex traders, and if you give us your money, we're going to promise you returns of this much and whatever, all of that stuff. That's when it becomes now a scam, right? If a forex trader is promising you ridiculous returns, it's probably a scam. Just forex traders are not supposed to. I'm not supposed to be like promising you returns, because the concept of forex is that you don't really know what's going to happen. You cannot predict anything. You can't say today I'm going to have 100 rand and tomorrow I'm going to have 300 rand. You cannot predict it almost, actually, So with forex, if you really want to learn forex, if you really want to know what's going on with forex, if you really want to get into it, I suggest that you teach yourself. I suggest that you buy books about it, you read books about it. I suggest you watch YouTube videos about it. I suggest you do every other thing but to just give a trading account that you don't even know money, and then you don't know what happens. Moving over to the fourth type of scam. Oh wait, before I move over, I just want to mention there's a YouTuber that actually discusses like forex scammers and forex trader scammers and all of that stuff. His name is Rydall Ficks, I think, something like that, but I'm going to link it in my description box below if you want to learn more about, if you want to hear more about like forex trader scammers and all of that stuff. Please go check out that guy's YouTube channel. He literally just discusses all about forex scammers and forex trade scammers, investment scammers, all of that stuff. Okay, cool. Moving over to the fourth type of scam that there is on social media. This one is actually very similar to, it works very similarly to the sneaker account one, but these are like your clothing boutiques and then your wig boutiques, right? So this is like just boutiques in general. Your clothing boutiques, like I said earlier on, these boutiques normally just have like random photos from the internet that they just put on their social media account, and then they say, hey, we're selling this. And it's like, it's really probably not true and all of that stuff. So be careful of those. With those, at least you know that if you lose your money, at least you lose like maybe 300 rand. And yes, that's money, but like it's not as bad as the forex ones, and it's not as bad as the sneaker ones, And then also with the wigs, guys. Hi guys, just buy your wig physically, hey? Like just go to a physical store and buy your wig physically. Because just now you order a wig that's a specific way, and then it comes and it's nothing like that. It looks nothing like that. It doesn't even feel like real hair. The color is like completely different. You just don't want that. So if you go buy your wig physically, you can actually go to the physical store, look at the wig that you want, feel it, like touch it, feel it and everything, and be fully satisfied. Whereas if you buy online, then you're anxious about if it's gonna come, then you're anxious about how it's gonna look, and then you've paid 2,500 rand to someone, and then it comes looking like something that you don't even know. So just buy your wigs in person. The one thing I hate about this conversation that I'm having right now is that I am kind of bashing buying things from Instagram, right? That's what I'm doing right now. And I hate that I'm doing that, because there's actual accounts that are actual businesses that are using Instagram as a platform to sell and all of that stuff, right? So now the issue is that there are scammers that are like discouraging anybody from buying online, because now we don't want our money stolen and all of that stuff. And now these companies and these businesses that are actually real are suffering from that. So it's just unfortunate that now it's like now we're bashing these things, and now at the same time, there are people that are genuine that are losing out on opportunities because there are scammers on the internet. So it's just unfortunate, and I feel so bad, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Moving over to the last scam that I'm going to talk about in this video, your pyramid schemes and your Ponzi schemes and your circling schemes. First and foremost, those things are illegal. Like, those things are illegal. So, bapalla hule le tsona are illegal. And I do know, obviously, South Africa's justice system is a bit tricky, right? So I don't know that many people that have been prosecuted for it. However, it's legal. Don't do it. Don't fall into it. Do not find yourself in the middle of it. If you don't know what Ponzi schemes are and pyramid schemes are, I want to recommend something for you, right? So there's a Netflix show that is called Money Explained. And there's an episode in that series that's titled Get Rich Quick, right? So that episode, Get Rich Quick, explains what Ponzi schemes are, what pyramid schemes are, and it gives you like illustrations and diagrams and all of that stuff that help you, that help explain what pyramid and Ponzi schemes are. So I think that if you don't know what they are, please go watch that episode so that you know what they are, so that when pyramid schemes come towards you, you can see it and be like, actually, this is a pyramid scheme, I'm not going to participate, because like I said, all of this is all based on just the education, like the knowing, as soon as you know something is a pyramid scheme and you know that it's illegal, you can play far from it, you can play far away from it. Circling schemes, I'm not sure if I'm correct, I speak under correction, but circling schemes are, to what I think, that WhatsApp gifting thing that happened in 2019, and in 2020, I think also it happened, where there was WhatsApp gifting. You go into a group chat and then someone orders something, and then, hey, I don't know, you pay someone money. I don't even know how it works. But that WhatsApp gifting thing, yeah, that thing is a circle scheme, and that is also illegal. So if you participated in that, that is illegal. If you don't get your returns on these things, because this is the thing about pyramid schemes, some people do get their returns. If you don't get your returns on it, you lose quite a lot of money. And also, you spend a lot of time in these pyramid schemes and in these schemes. So be careful of the things that you spend your time on and your money on, because now you don't want to be spending months and months of your time only to figure out if something was just a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid scheme. There's a company in South Africa. It's not a South African company, but it's operating in South Africa. I've not heard much about it in the past 6 months or so, but there's a company that is actually a pyramid scheme. And basically, in a pyramid scheme, for something to be a pyramid scheme, basically, if a business operates in a way where like someone has to be recruited in order for you to get money, and when someone is recruited, then also the person above you gets money, and then there's just a lot of recruitment happening and people have to pay like joining fees and all of that stuff. If it works like that, unfortunately, it's a pyramid scheme. And if you're participating in the company that I'm talking about, you are participating in a pyramid scheme. And that is why it looks like it's starting to die out, because pyramid schemes do come to an end at some point, So if you know what I'm talking about, then you know. If you don't get it, forget about it. Lastly, I just want to mention that I saw a tweet like maybe a month ago that basically discusses how to retrieve your money if you've been scammed before. So I don't know how accurate this is. I don't know anything, right? But I would like to share that with you in case you might successfully retrieve your money. I don't know how much time it is. I don't know like if it's a thing of you have to do it within 2 weeks, or I don't know. I really, really don't know. However, I'm going to put that link for that tweet in the description box as well. So you guys can go through that tweet and figure out the way that you can retrieve your money. And hopefully then you can successfully retrieve your money. It is actually a really good thing to try if you've been scammed before, because what then happens is that, according to what I read, what then happens is that person's account becomes like blocked and frozen, and then investigations are made and all of that stuff. And then once their account is blocked, other people are unable to give them money, so they now, not only are you saving yourself, you're saving potential other people from getting scammed. So do check the thread out, check all the links that are in my description box below. I think I'm gonna have like 4 or 5 links that just basically talk about all of these things. So yeah, if you've watched this video this far, I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you very much for watching this far. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please do not forget to comment. If you have a scam story, please tell me your scam story. The comments are always open for those vibes and all of that stuff. And I am signing out. Thank you very much. Bye.